Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this live trading webinar. For those who join us for first time, my name is Theo, and I will be your host for today. We will have a look at the major news events at the MetaTrader platform to do analysis of the market, and at the end, of course, we're gonna do our scalping trading on the DAX right at the London Open. Prior we start, just to make it clear that this content is for general information only and is not intended to provide trading or investment advice or personal recommendations. Please engage yourself with the fundamental analysis in the format of podcast. You can download it and access it from the website. I will show you in a while where to find. And if you haven't downloaded your mobile application yet, please make sure you do that. So let's start with the economic calendar. I would like to show what happened yesterday actually in the market. We weren't around during the Fed interest rate decision. As you can see here, the Feds increased their rates from 5% to 5.25%. That's considered a bullish for the US dollar. If the markets, we're going to have a look at the US dollar, how it performed after the event, and we will identify the strength or the weakness of the dollar based on the move. Also, the unemployment rate in the Eurozone yesterday, it came to 6.5%, just 0.1% less than the forecast. On the press conference, though, the Fed stated that they will try not to increase rates for a while. In other words, they would try to pause rates for some time. And Thursday, May 4, today early morning, trade-off balance in Australia. Expectations were to see a lower number. However, the actual overcome the expectations, and also the previous number, 15 billion Australian dollars was the trade-off balance, as we can read. The Caixin Purchase Manufacturer Index in China, it dropped below the 50. That shows some weakness for the Chinese yuan. Just 1 hour ago, 30 minutes ago, the trade-off balance in Germany from 16 billion rose to 16.7 billion, and that's considered really bullish for the euro. Later today, we will have more significant events that they will affect the euro, of course, as we can read here. Interest rates by the European Central Bank, currently 3.5%. As far as we read from the newspapers, there is no doubt that the European Central Bank will raise the interest rates. Now, if it's going to be by 25 basic points or by 50 basic points, we're going to find it out at 1:15 GMT. Just 15 minutes later, Canadian dollar and the US will report their balance of trade. Later, European Central Bank press conference and Purchase Manufacturer Index for Canada. Currently, we have the 58.2 as the only source of information based on the previous outcome. So, good morning, Lucy. Good morning, Darshan, Sorin. Good morning, Larry. Mladen. Good morning, Mladen. I think you asked me yesterday if I had closed during the the DAX trade. I didn't close it during the live. I closed it right after we end. It was on, I think, 20 points profit, something like that. Let's check the news. There are a lot of news today as headlines, as we can read from Dow Jones here. So, Federal Reserve rises rates, signals potential pause. China showed contraction in factory activity. Why stock market bulls can't celebrate as Fed hints at pause in rate hike. It's an interesting to read if you want. European Central Bank sent to continue rate hike campaign on Thursday, it means today. Silver hit a 1-year high. Here is why it can keep climbing. Airbus back outlook despite supply chain woes. That's good for the industry. Russian vessels photographed at Nord Stream site days before blast. Shipping giant Maersk drops deep sea mining investment. That's another one if you guys start investing slowly with us. Just be mindful. In few weeks time we are launching brand new investing series, and on a weekly basis I will make investment analysis, so that will be an exciting, and I'm sure you're all looking forward to that. Apollo Global Led Group nears deal to buy Arconic. FTX asks for billions back from bankrupt crypto lender Genesis. TikTok is launching ad product for publishers and giving them 50% cut. FTC proposes barring Meta from monetizing young users' data. So, these are the news for now. Let's go to the MetaTrader platform and check what the currencies actually did yesterday. Just bear with me to flip it to currencies. Good morning guys. Please type any currency pairs you are maybe trading, or if you took some trades, or if you plan some trades for today. That will be good to know. Now, let me explain you a few things that they are really important, guys. First, this is the pound against the US dollar. Yesterday, Fed increased the interest rate. Now, the price action we saw printed on the chart, it was a strong bullish engulfing candle. Remember, this is the pound against the US dollar. Bullish engulfing, it means pound strong, US dollar weak. It means that the news were bullish for the US dollar, but the price showed that the US dollar is bearish. And as we know, price action and market activity discounts everything. Therefore, this is a very good indication to understand the weakness of the US dollar. It's what I explain on the podcast. When the news they come out as bullish, but the market does not follow through, it shows something is not valid. And in this occasion, we do have this nice bullish engulfing. The trend is up. We had this ascending triangle, as I comment lately. We broke above this resistance, but we do still have a minor area of resistance here. And of course, if we are bullish, we have our stop loss somewhere below this low here. Or if you enter from this area, your stop losses should or maybe are somewhere below this doji candle or below this bearish low candle. So still bullish on this one. Next, this is the euro against the dollar. The euro rally on a Fed's positive news shows the US dollar weakness. Today, remember, European Central Bank interest rates, if they're gonna raise the rates, it means we're gonna really see a nice breakout to the upside. So if we mark this as a valid ascending triangle pattern, pretty much an ascending triangle, and we measure the distance from the top to the bottom, we call it the base, and we duplicate this distance, this becomes our profit, minimum profit target. You can mark it on your charts, you can keep an eye on that. It's a really high probability trade. So if we take it a bit aggressive, I'll show you how I do it. If I put here a buy stop, if I put here buy limit order, why it's not moving? Okay, so if I want to get filled in a bit lower than the current price, and I will put a buy limit order here because that's where I want to get filled actually, and I will have a stop loss at 1.9094, stop loss 1.094, and a profit target at 1.1260, 1.12, modifying. So if my profit is going to be here, my stop loss is where we put it, because we are trading the pattern. I'm not in a trade yet. I will get filled if the price push below. Usually the price, it will push a little bit backwards before it's going to rise to the upside. Next is the Australian dollar against the US dollar. Didn't really move that much. As you can see, yesterday it stayed as an inside candle. We commented on this 4-hour doji candle 2 days ago. That was 21 pips. It was 2-to-1 trade. I didn't take that trade. I wasn't around to take any 4-hour sorry, please. Is gold and Australian dollar not negative correlation? The words are not clear. Which words you mean? This one here on the screen, guys. I'm sorry, but I cannot help with the MetaTrader platform or the graphics. I mean, that's what we have. We use the MetaTrader for now. We cannot see the pairs you are dealing with. Please, how can you see the pairs? You mean you cannot read from here? Is that correct? Catch it down? That's what you mean? You cannot read the letters? like yesterday. Okay, that's why I'm saying aloud the pairs, guys. That's the Australian against the US dollar, Aussie USD, and we set an inside candle form at this area. Next, we are moving to the New Zealand against the US dollar. Market made a higher high here. We can see the price comes all the way to this resistance. We do have some room to move, therefore we broke outside now of this trend line. That's why I will delete it. Now, based on the indicators, there is nothing to show that this market is on a rally now, because the moving averages didn't cross over. The MACD is not above the zero line, so the indicators are still showing bearish bias, but price action makes higher high. The trend line, tentative trend line we used at this point, now it has been broken, so it's not valid. If we move to the 4-hour chart, still on the New Zealand US dollar, we see this uptrending market. That's a clear uptrend, and if you are trading the 4-hour charts, maybe you can keep an eye on this one for some more bullish to the upside. Next, US dollar, Japanese yen. The profit target from this move to here, it played out. Now that bearish dark cloud price action candlestick line, it shows that the market can drop, is dropping. We are still bullish, to be honest, in this one. And the reason we are still bullish is because we don't have a lower low and a lower high. The price now is at an area of support. It can find some bullish bias at this point, and we can keep an eye for some double bottoms on the 4-hour charts to start looking for buys. Next, US dollar, Canadian dollar. We do have this line drawn, and we expect the market to make a higher high, so we can consider this as a tentative trend line. The market now found some struggle to push yesterday higher. Breakout traders, they can use buy stop orders at this point, stop losses somewhere below this area, and expected the market to rally to this area of resistance. That's the target. Next, guys, I do understand that the letters are blurring. I do understand that it's not very clear. Again, that's the MetaTrader. Unfortunately, I cannot help that. I'm reading aloud all the currency pairs, so I'm sure it's gonna be okay. This is the euro against the Japanese yen. Market, as we said yesterday, it made higher high. We came now at an area of support, strong area of support. We do have also FIP 61.8 from this point here, exactly at 61.8, or from this low here, it's somewhere between the 50 and the 61.8. From this point, I will be looking to buy. Any rejection around this area, I will consider it as a bullish indication. So for daily chart, there is a trend identification on the euro Japanese yen. Also pound Japanese yen. It doesn't mean that we came from this resistance. The market, it will make a reversal. Resistance and support are broken because trends have the tendency to continue without saying that they cannot create reversals. Of course, reversals, they start from strong support and resistance areas. But at this time and right now, the information we have available, and if I move this a little bit to the downside, for the recent broken high, it can act as support. Market is in an uptrend. I will be looking also the pound against the Japanese yen to buy it. Then Australian dollar against the Japanese yen. I had a sell limit order at this point of this shooting start candle line. Yesterday the price action didn't move upwards to fill my order, so I'm not into the order yet. If the price is going to touch the take profit area, of course I will cancel the order. Next, New Zealand against the Japanese yen. At this range here, we marked this support. The market bounced from this support on the lower time frames, 4-hour charts or 1-hour chart. Any double bottoms, maybe they can be used to find some short-term bullish bias. Another strong trend is this one here, and that's the Swiss Japanese yen. On the daily chart, market is making higher highs and higher lows. We see this high is higher than this high here. So if we find some rejection around this 151 area, we will be looking to buy it as well. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, I really don't like this one. Very weak Canadian dollar, very weak Japanese yen. Which one is the weakest? Euro against the CAD, still in this uptrend. This bullish engulfing candle I showed here, it caused the market to push a bit higher. Now we are at resistance. We have to wait and see what the market will do. Euro CHF, this can consider a good breakout strategy because we have this consolidation here. Now if we're gonna place an order for the breakout here, the stop loss, if we decide to go 100 pips, the profit target it's less than 100 pips, so the risk reward is not favorable. Therefore I'm not gonna look to sell it right now. Euro Kiwi, an extensive uptrend. This is the euro against the New Zealand dollar, extensive uptrend. We will anticipate a little bit of consolidation, maybe what we call A, B, C, A, B, and C leg before we look to buy again. Let me show you something else here. If we take this point of reference as a resistance that broken and can act as support, and if we take from the low to the high, we are somewhere here at the 61.8 fib retracement. If you don't like that inside, which for me is not valid, it just stands out so much, that's why I used it. But if we take the low of these candles, it coincides with the 61.8 fib retracement. So we can look for some buying at this area here. At this point, I think let's check the DAX to prepare for our scalping. Guys, just in a sec, let's make sure that you know about the YouTube channel. If you are new with us here, I see many new people, they join us. I will share the link. Please make the effort and like and subscribe on the YouTube channel if you find this content valuable. Also the Instagram page, lots of information. Please follow us on the Instagram. Enable your notification buttons to receive all the messages. And last one is the Telegram. Please make sure you subscribe on this one as well. Let's go back to the MetaTrader. So DAX 5 minutes. Let's start with the daily. We do have these supports here. The market is really ranging around this resistance. If we go on the 5 minute for scalping, that's exactly what I love to see day in and day out. When the market make a new low, I want to see retracement like this one, bounced off, bounced upwards, to place a pending order on the swing and hopefully to get filled 10 points, easy 10 points until this low here. For more aggressive traders, there are also another 20 points after the move. If the market is going to break to the upside, it has 40 points from the current price to move. So for now, I will be focusing on this area of the recent swing. You are the father of DAX. Darshan, thank you so much. Okay, so let's give it a minute and see what the market will do. If you want some more aggressive, I'll show you another setup I usually do. I place some sell limit orders here and stop losses somewhere above. Let's see if the market is gonna field on this order or if it's gonna come to the 61.8 fib retracement. And something, guys, it's good to explain you when we are trading intraday and we see the current price, how it moves up and down. Sometimes it takes our awareness away from what we are looking on the charts. All right, so be mindful. You see a trend to the one side, let's say to the downside. Now, any fluctuations within the price, it's not the final outcome. The final outcome of the price action is when the candle closes. Okay, we got filled. What did I press here? Oh my God, I put buy order here. Guys, here I made a mistake. I should have put sell stop and I put buy limit order here. So I hope you didn't do the same mistake. I will close it. All right, I should have placed a sell stop order. By mistake, I placed a buy limit order. Okay. Oh my God, yes. When it comes to the order, sometimes I do that thing, Darshan. Okay, guys, if you took the trade short, 10 points already have been successfully given by the market. Did anyone take the trade short? I hope you didn't make the same mistake like me with a buy limit order. Yes, I sold. Well done, Darshan. Darshan, thanks for not copying the actual orders. Guys, on the YouTube today, I don't see too much of questions, too many questions. Why is that? Is it Thursday? Are you all tired? What's going on? So, this one is not valid anymore. I delete it. Another successful scalping trading here at Admirals. Darshan, I love your DAX place. Any reason you prefer it to the FTSE? Absolutely. There are few reasons I prefer the DAX over FTSE, because the DAX started trading by the Germans before the London Open, by the French, by Italians. So it gathers already a lot of activity, and during and right at the London Open, it also comes the London place, and it's the explosion really on the price. And for a reason, I prefer the DAX. So, if you are still in the trade, ladies and gentlemen, the DAX already moved 16 points. Please make your risk, manage your risk accordingly. So, I love these days. I love these days when we have winning trades on the DAX. And I have to admit that these days the winning days are more than the losing days on the DAX. Let's check. Let's go back to the currencies and check a little bit the commodities before we wrap up. Well done, you snapped out 23 points. Well done, Darshan. So, let's start with the gold. Gold surpassed this area of resistance, so the potential head and shoulders didn't play out. The market, though, gapped up so much. You can see the price action here. It closes at the 2037 and it opened at the 2054. All right, now we are above the resistance, so this possibility of a head and shoulder reversal is not validated anymore, so we will be looking now to buy. WTI, fantastic 100% retracement. The market came all the way to $64 per barrel. So I'm sure then you're going to go to your local gas station and you're going to try to see the petrol around the diesel around 1.25 something. Yes, no way. I agree with you. No way. Silver, so from this point, that's a support. On support, the market bounced upwards, and that's the information for now. Silver also gapped up, higher highs in the price. I wouldn't go for intraday to trade silver simply because of the spread. Intraday, I will choose the gold over the silver. Copper, still in the trade. Let's see if we're going to have a winning or a losing trade based on this bottom formation. And the Bitcoin, another one, double inside, another inside, symmetrical triangle on the lower time frames, and the market now is showing some bullish explosion. Sorge, why for DAX I use only one moving average? Are you ready for the answer? So the answer is I delete by mistake the other moving average and I just didn't add it back to the chart. Okay, just before the live I accidentally delete the moving average and I was, okay, I will add it later, and I totally forget. It seems to me the US dollar is getting stronger today. What do you think? Look, the fact that the US dollar, it will rally for a bit, digesting the yesterday's Fed's press conference and the rate hikes, it can be surely a fact. But remember now, because the pound is strong, the euro is one of the strongest currencies, maybe we can see the strength of the US dollar more on the pair USD Canadian dollar, this one here, because the Canadian dollar is weak and maybe we can experience it a bit more. So pretty much that's it. So ladies and gentlemen, again, it was a privilege and honor to host this webinar today. From myself, from Admirals, we would like to wish you to have a lovely trading day and looking forward to see you again tomorrow at the same time. Thank you so much and good luck with your trading.